Okay, so this first question says, why did you go to Saudi Arabia? Honestly, if I say I have a reason why, it's a very big lie. It was just an opportunity that came and I just took it, because at that point I could have taken it. I had everything they wanted, and I have everything they wanted. They needed someone with 2 years experience, but I had a few months experience, and I just thought, okay, let me just give it a try. I did not think to give it a try. Somebody said, give it a try, and I did, and I got it. Yes, that's just it. Okay, I said I was going to say the full story on everything. Okay, so first of all, I did not plan to come here. If anybody told me this time last year that I would be here, I would have probably slapped the person, because I never even thought about it. I never thought of the possibility. I never knew it was possible and all of that. But last year it was not last year I met this person. This person is like a big brother to me. He works in Saudi Arabia, and we talk once in a while, and so me, UK was the plan. Everybody wants to go to UK. Very good place, right? Yes. When it comes to land of opportunities, UK is really a land of opportunities, and the truth is just that because it gives you a chance to come with your people, come with your family, and there is no restrictions. Like if you are coming on a particular type of visa, except the student visa, there are no restrictions to, oh, you are dependent, you cannot work, and all of that. So I see it as a land of opportunities, and that is where I've always wanted to go to. Maybe if I was married at the time, I might not have taken this opportunity when it came, because I'm a family-oriented person, really. So I was preparing for my IELTS. This is quite a long story. I was preparing for my IELTS, and I think my IELTS was in 4 days. My IELTS was supposed to be on Monday. It was just like a week away, less than a week away. And I was just at home, and I just saw that message. I'm going to put it up here, like the message, like, oh, Saudi Arabia is recruiting, can you go? And I was like, when is even the exam? I got the message on Friday. The exam was on Sunday. I was like, hey, I want to go and write the exam. Okay. Up until that Sunday morning, I had not yet decided if I wanted to go or not. I kept on going, they will cut my head, they will cut my hand, they will this. So I shared my fears with my big brother, and it was like, now that you are in Nigeria, how many times has the police arrested you? How many times have you had issues with the legal? And I just realized that was just true. I've not had any issues I've not had any legal issues or anything. So is that not the same thing? Do I want to come here and start doing a different thing from what I've been doing at home? So that one just struck it off, and I was like, okay. So on Sunday morning, okay, I told myself on Saturday evening, the exam was for 7 a.m. That was what was on the paper. On weekends, I sleep till like 10, and I was like, tomorrow, if I wake up before 7 a.m., that means God wants me to go. If I don't wake up before 7 a.m., that means I am not going to go. So that was just it. So on Sunday morning, I think I woke up after Salah. I woke up for Salah 5:30, and the sleep did not just come again. Then 6:30, I was like, okay, the location is in Ikeja, let me just go. So I went there, took my bath, and I went. When I got there, I saw a lot of people. I was like, probably the youngest. When I got there, I saw a lot of people, and I was like, wow, am I not too small? What's happening here and all of that? I was even talking to a few people, and someone was like, oh, she already has 15 years experience. Someone said they already had 10 years experience, and there was me with barely 1 year experience. I was like, okay, let me just sit. So they grouped us according to our specialty. If you want to do general nursing, you stay on one side. If you want to do midwifery, you stay on one side. If you want to do emergency ICU, they just grouped us into different sections. I was sitting in general nursing, and I saw the emergency queue. There was nobody on the emergency queue. I was like, maybe I should go there. Because it's not that there are already plenty people. If they say they want to pick only 20 general nurses, I may not even make it to top 10. I may not even make it to 30, because there were a lot of people here that had several years of experience, and there was just me. So there was one sister beside me. I said, see emergency line. And at that time, I was doing my emergency posting as an intern. I was like, It's like me, I will go to that line, or there's nobody there. Me, I want to go there. She was like, if I want to go there, we should go. That me and her, we should go together. So that was how we moved to the other line. So as for the midwifery, honestly, if I ever wanted to do anything, it was midwifery I would have done. But at that point, I had it in mind that I just graduated. The only experience in midwifery I have was the studentship and internship one. I'm going to explain how I later found myself in midwifery when I got here, like that. So I felt like, I don't know, I'm afraid. I don't want to have any, midwifery has a lot of legal things, and I was like, going to a country where they take things like this, I don't want to have any problem. So that was why I did not even bother to go for the midwifery. I went straight to the emergency queue. So it was time for the exam. They brought the papers. Hey guy, make I no lie, he choke because there were a lot of things that it is experience. See, when it comes to nursing, don't ever rule out the importance of experience. And also, as a young nurse, also understand that you are never going to be on the same level with people that have 10 years, 20 years experience. You're not going to work at the same accuracy that just yet. Nursing is what we all grow in nursing. Like it's a growth process, it's a learning process. You learn every day. So I felt like, okay. So we sat there, they brought the exam, and I was like, at a point I was just like, whoa, if I fail, Jerry, I don't think I'm going to pass this exam, and that. So that was just it. And the pass mark was 70. Yes, the pass mark for the exam is 70, according to what they told us. Maybe if I had written general nursing, maybe I would have made this pass like that. So they started calling people for interview. You are going to do everything on the same day, so no need to rush. You will do everything on the same day. So I stood there and I was like, okay. They called, we're only two that did emergency nursing. They called her, they did an interview, and she left. Though she didn't leave, she was still outside anyways. They started calling other people. I was just there. I was looking like, hey, yeah, I didn't make it. At the point, I wanted to carry my bag and be going home when I just heard them call my name. And when I went to that demand, the first question my interviewer asked me was, how old are you? And I told them, I was like, oh, you are really young. I like young nurses. It likes when young nurses wants to take certain opportunities, and it really likes to encourage them, blah, 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 blah. So he asked me a few questions, and I answered them correctly, and was like, did I know I didn't score 70 in the exam? I said, there was no way I would have scored 70 in that exam. Me, I know, there was no way I would have scored. And he was like, okay, I should give him 1 minute. So he stood up. I think he went to talk to the head. They had one, maybe a medical director or someone that came with them or something. So he went to discuss with that one. And he came back and was like, okay, we want to give you a chance because you seem like a very brilliant person. You seem very intelligent, but, you need to learn a lot of things on the job. You need to blah, blah, blah. And he said, blah, blah, blah. Okay, do you know how to use a computer? And I said, my specialty be that one. I'm very good with computer. And like, oh, perfect. Don't worry, I'll be employing you. Yeah, okay, no worry. So that was just it. That was just how I got the Saudi Arabia job and everything. That ended there. So okay, so someone asked that what exam do we do in the exam you do in Nigeria is just the employment exam. The exam and interview is just the normal exam and interview you do when you want to get a job in Nigeria, just like that. When you get to Saudi Arabia, you are still going to have to write the council exam that will give you a license and all of that. I think I'll have to make another video on the whole process and other things, because if I put it in this video, it go long, it go really choke. So another person said, can Christians come to, are Christians allowed to come? I'll tell you one shocking thing. In my hospital currently, we have more Christians than Muslims. Yeah, honestly, when you come here, nobody's going to tell you to pray or to do anything. As long as you are coming with your single Bible, you are not coming with multiple Bible, you are not coming here to say you want to share the gospel. That's where you will have problem. If you are coming here with the mindset of sharing the gospel, please just stay in whatever country you are. Nobody will share the gospel to you. You should not share the gospel to anybody. Nobody will come here and preach to you to be a Muslim. So don't bother coming here to say, I want to come and win souls for Christ. That one is going to cause a lot of problems for you. And in some regions, you are allowed to open your hair. A lot of regions like that, they don't cover their hair and all of that. But if you're in a village, you may have to cover your hair because I don't know, they should have said the natives don't like it, and things like that. Just that. And the covering of hair is just restricted to work. After work, if you want to go out to get things, if you want to have fun, it's not binding on you it's not even all the Arab women here too that cover their hair, so that one is not a problem. But just have that mindset that when you come, the region you may not be posted to a city. Where they post you to might require you to cover your hair. So if it's not a big deal for you, come on. And so the person said, okay, what are the requirements? First of all, the requirement is, if you want to work with the Ministry of Health, you must have a BSc. Yes, they don't employ diploma. Yes, you must have a BSc and at least 2 years experience, according to them. Like I said, probably I was an outlier, and there are a lot of people here too that just have like 1 year experience. So, see, there is a shortage of nurses everywhere. So it's the one you even see that you are saying you don't want. America is short staff, UK is short staff, everywhere. There is nowhere you go and nursing is not short staff. So now the one where you see, you say you don't want. If you don't see, you go want. Okay, so let's just leave the question and answer segment. Someone sent me a DM and was like, can I come with my spouse? I think I've addressed it in a previous video. No, you cannot. Your spouse and children are not sponsored. Nurses, I'm talking to nurses now. For doctors, yes, they get sponsorship, but for nurses, no. But when you get here, if you want them to come and spend holidays with you, they can come on a visit visa. I think 3 months validity. They will come, they can go, they will come back. 3 months, that visa is just for 3 months. So even if they want to be going and coming maybe twice or thrice in a year, no problem, they can come and visit you. But not that you are going to be sponsoring it. You're going to be paying for everything by yourself. If you can afford it, fine. If you can't, all the best. Okay, so someone like, okay, what is the process? I have a video on the process already, but I will just quickly chip it in from here. For me, the entire examination to migration process took 3 months. Yes, November, December, January, February. Okay, 4 months, because I had problems. I think I made a video on that. If you plan to come to Saudi Arabia now, go and check your NIN. Make sure your passport is out. Those are the most important things now. Make sure your NIN is validated, because by the time you want to do police clearance and Saudi Arabia does not accept manual police clearance, only automatic, only the online one. And without a valid NIN, you cannot do the online one. So the process is just really simple. After you write the exam, you go back home. From the examination day, they will tell you if you made it or not. They will tell you if they're employing you or not. So that one is, there's no need for back and forth. I don't know if things have changed, but on that day, the people that made it, they let them know, oh, you made it, will be in contact with you. I didn't hear anything from my agency throughout November, and I was like, okay, let me do other things with my life. And in December, they reached out to me that he wants you to go, like, once I'm outside, I write short notice, 1 week notice, 2 days notice, 3 days notice. We want you to come. I think they told me they wanted me to come 2 days later or 3 days later for my documentation. I'm like, I thought this thing was not going again. No, you get to, you go for your visa application. Please, you have to pay. They are not paying for you. The visa is not sponsored. The only thing you will get from your employer is your flight tickets. Someone asked, what was the means of transportation? In Saudi Arabia, there are no public buses. There are no trains. I don't know. There are no trains. If you want to go somewhere, it's that you go in your private car or you get the car. There are Uber in some places. They have their own apps. And in the local places, there are some locals that do the transport system. So you can always call them and use them. There is no Danfo. There is no Okada. So someone said, you're always here for me. I'm always here for you if you need anything. Oh, thank you. I need money. I always need money, sorry. No matter how much money I have, I won't want. Are you in a relationship? Yes, I am. With the most amazing person in the world, actually. Yes, I am. Are you talking to anyone? I talk to everybody. You really like, oh, I really like you. Most of the messages here, I like you, I like you. Please, if you like me, tell me, my dear. All of these days, know how I'll figure out who this is and that. Once again, okay, what's my favorite TV show? Honestly, I am not a TV person, so it may be quite difficult to really place. But any movie that comes out on Netflix, Nollywood, I will watch. So this is the end of the video, but I just want to end it on this note. For student nurses, intern nurses, young nurses generally, I'm still too early in the profession to be giving advices. I'm too young to be giving motivational quotes and all of that. But one thing I know is it honestly gets better. Nursing can be really annoying. I've been there. I've been in situations where I like, why did I choose this profession? You know, but with time, you know, one of my friends was telling me something that she's leaving nurse, and I was like, okay, I know you want to leave nursing, fine, but I want you to practice in another country before you make up your mind. And that was just what I told her. Maybe if you work in a saner client where you earn better money, nurses are not paid well everywhere in the world, but there are some places that are better than the other places, and you can always decide. And as a nurse, please, it is not every opportunity that comes your way that you will take. Yesterday I posted something on my WhatsApp and people were telling me, oh, why am I being too ambitious? For their first job at that time, they were paying them 10,000 naira. If you decide to collect 10,000 naira for yourself, fine, but me, I would never. So whatever anybody decides is perfect for them, fine. Whatever is your cutoff, you don't have to live with the mindset of other people and all of that. But like I said, if you drink from every cup that's passed to you, you will be poisoned. One thing that happens to people is you'll be working at a place where they'll tell you, okay, I'll pay you 20,000 naira. You'll be there for months, for years. Then one day you say, oh, please increase my salary, and they'll say, no, we cannot, and you will leave. The person that they would use, the person that would replace you, they may pay that person triple or quadruple of what they have paid you. And that is just because the person knows their self-worth, the person knows their value, and the person has decided this is who and what I want to be. I don't want to seem like I'm talking from a place of privilege. Life can be very difficult if you don't have a support system, if you don't have people that are really helping you and all of that. So I'm also an advocate of taking what's available until what you want is available, like that. But still, you are not going to be taking an availability that is going to kill you, because I see no reason doing a job where you earn 20,000 naira and you've spent 15,000 naira on transport already. It doesn't make any sense. And one truth is, not everybody will take the same route to a final destination. If somebody's traveling, you may need to have stopovers. And in this context, I mean, if you have a dream country in mind, maybe USA, Canada, you may not be able to go there straight up. But if there are stopovers you can take, other countries you can probably be for a while, I think it's a good opportunity, because some of us will end up waiting for years for an opportunity that will never come. So whenever any opportunity surfaces, try to take it. And another thing is, you need to know where you are going. Otherwise, other people's destination will look like yours. What do you want to do? Do you want to go into academics? Is it your master's that you want to do? Do you want to work a bit in a clinical setting to get an experience? For someone like me, I'm an academic person, but I feel like there is no point going directly into academics without having relatable clinical experience, and that is why I'm still in the clinicals for now. Do you understand? Like that. And truth is that it is not everything that other people do that should interest you. If you are not interested in migrating, so it's a particular country or the other, there is no problem with it, but there is no point coming to discourage other people that are trying to do it. Some people even, the problem some people even have is spoon feeding. They want you to do everything for them. They want you to tell them everything. And at the point, it looks like you can always use your phone. And although it's good to ask questions and all, but honestly, there are a lot of information online. You can pick up your phone, check things online. You know, even when you're asking somebody a question, the person knows, oh, you've done your own research, and some of these things are not readily available, and they'll be glad to help. But when you want someone to spoon feed you everything, every information. You know, someone tells you, oh, Saudi Arabia is recruiting, this is the link for you to apply, and you come back to say, should I send a message or I should just click on the link? Someone has sent you a broadcast with mail, phone number, website, and you're still coming back to ask them that which one should I do? Some of these things are just like, it shows that you're a very lazy person and you don't want to do anything for yourself. And this kind of thing it puts people off, honestly. And if you need anything, feel free to reach out. Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. If you have my WhatsApp contact, I'll be glad to help. I'll be glad to guide with the little way I've guided myself. I'm still going to make another video, maybe in future, hopefully, about other things, you know. Anything, if you guys ask me stuff, I'll try to see if I can make a video on it so that other people can learn and can gain from it. So thank you guys, bye. Please subscribe and tell your friends.